Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis, and today we're going to be talking about Ripple and XRP. So let's just dive in, and let's start off with this article here, talking more so about Ripple whales. We do see over 300 million XRP has been bought within months. The XRP price has faced a significant drawdown as the Ripple versus SEC legal battle continues. Ripple whales have accumulated close to 300 million XRP over the last few months. Still, there was no notable growth in XRP daily active addresses to support a bullish breakout. Now, we just seen one of the biggest announcements around the SEC lawsuit, which I did report on last night. Within this, though, what's very exciting is we are seeing Ripple continue to expand and grow. And I think that a lot of this whale movement and accumulation of XRP is individuals prepping what's going to be next, which could very well be a major win. You could see down here in terms of sentiment, this is the 1 million to 10 million XRP. Let me actually open this image up in a new tab real quick so that you guys can see. So it's 1 million to 10 million coins of XRP, and this has been gaining rapidly since around May of 2022 this year, when we did see the price fall drastically, and they've been continuously expanding their portfolios around XRP. This is very exciting to see, and yeah, this is substantial. And I do think that, yeah, we could very well be seeing a major accumulation of XRP for a prepped win, and there could be signs of a breakout. I mean, I'm not going to be dead set on that. I'm not going to predict a major breakout on XRP. We haven't really looked at the chart in a while, but I do think that with all of the major bullish news, that could very well be a major catalyst for a breakout. Now, today I actually want to talk to you guys about what majority of the individuals out there in the world are not realizing. Most are going to miss out on the greatest wealth transfer in the history of wealth. And we do see over here from Cowboy Crypto, Brad Garlinghouse, Paris FinTech Forum 2019 with Swift CEO. I think about the dynamic between Ripple and Swift. It is not dissimilar to the dynamic of Amazon in 97 to 98, and you got Walmart points at Gottfried. Certainly, it's a David and Goliath classic story. And listen closely to this. This is about 2 minutes long, but listen closely because it speaks volumes.
Well, I think we are moving into a new world order. I think the internet of value, Ripple talks a lot about what payments look like, not just today, but in 10, 20 years. And when we think about that, we talk about this internet of value. How do we let value move the way information moves today? I think about the dynamic between Ripple and Swift, not dissimilar to the dynamic between, when Amazon in 1997, 1998, and you got Walmart. Certainly it's a David and Goliath kind of classic story. I think that the challenge is you're dealing with, when Ripple thinks about the future of the internet of value, really democratizing payments, reducing costs dramatically, increasing speed dramatically, we're really thinking about it the same way we introduced new technologies like TCP/IP and HTTP that became the internet of information. When we talk about what the Swift network is today, it's kind of a closed network. It has a lot of members on it for sure, but AOL had a lot of members. And when we moved into the age of the internet and a decentralized, democratic network, I think that what you're seeing introduced with blockchain technologies, and by the way, it's not just Ripple. When we think about interoperability, we think about interoperability between many blockchains. And I think that the future we see is certainly, one of many networks, interoperable networks, and reducing the friction of those payments to close to zero. And I think you're going to see a lot of innovation spawn from that, part from Ripple and part from an entire ecosystem. So I'll also agree very much with what Godfrey said at the end. Competition has clearly been a good thing for Swift. I think that I do think what has happened with GPI is a big step forward. For 40 plus years, we had a construct around how cross-border correspondent banking worked. It worked, but it had a lot of limitations. We're seeing that move forward, but I think it's a step forward when you're switching from kind of, if I may, horse and buggy to, hey, can we make the horse and buggy go faster? Sure, but if we can actually just move to a Ferrari, let's do that.
And of course, he's describing Ripple with XRP as the Ferrari here, but this is why I say, this is a $2.7 quadrillion standard. I mean, at the end of the day, you look at Swift, right? They're transacting trillions of dollars a day. 11,000 plus financial institutions, 25% of all the major banking clients out there in the world. They are doing massive amounts of volume a day. In my opinion, Ripple, with the growth that we will see after this lawsuit's done, it is going to be a wildfire that is not going to be able to be stopped. It's going to spread rapidly. It's going to spread massively. I really do think that Ripple is going to continue to take over in the payment space, and they're going to grow continuously. Will they grasp the $2.7 quadrillion? I don't believe so. I mean, like, we really have to gauge it on, okay, how many ecosystem players are going to be going after, different markets. Because, again, we know that Ripple is going to be huge. We know XRP is going to be huge. But is it going to grasp all of the money? I think that is just a little bit of a logical statement, to say the least. But what I can say and what I know around Ripple with XRP is that they will be the standard for the $156 trillion cross-border payment market. And I'm actually going to say the $250 trillion cross-border payment market, because in 5 years, that's where it will be sitting. And I really do think that Ripple with XRP are going to really disrupt this entire space at a rapid pace and in a major way. And we also do see over here, this reminds me of this video going back to June. Again, shout out to Cowboy Crypto for this, but we do see this is going to be the biggest deal in the history of the universe. We have never seen a technology that can potentially affect this many trillion-dollar industries. Tim Draper. I completely agree. Like I said, this is going to be the largest transfer of wealth in the history of technology. And again, majority of the individuals out there will miss out on it because they just cannot visualize the potential here of crypto. And we do see over here from Riz XRP, this is proven that not only is Ripple and XRP a proven utility, major case opportunity within payments, but they're disrupting massive amounts of money. This is the newest corridor from Saudi Arabia to India. Listen closely to this.
Once we started looking into solutions in the market, we're looking for a future-proof technological solution. And at the top of these solutions, we found Ripple to manage or to address all our strategic asks, which is basically a fast, cheap, transparent, and safe transaction.
As a receiving bank in India, I mean, we are one of those players who are extremely focused as far as cross-border payments is concerned, and remittances is a big opportunity for India in the overall scheme of things, with the last World Bank report having talked about almost 79 billion coming into the country in 2018. When we first met Mr. Rao from Ripple, it happened at one of the large global networking events. We realized that it's something which is very different and very unique, and what the world had not seen all this while, and sort of lashed onto the opportunity, got discussing, trying to figure out what is it that we could do.
During our search for a partner on Ripple, we partnered with Indocent for many, many reasons. We've gone through a lot of selection criteria and due diligence, and we started to collectively start this journey together. The fact that you can see where a transaction is happening, so it tells you that it left the organization, it's on the way to be received to the other client and then received by other client. So we'll have to build a customer experience around that to make sure that the customer feels so comfortable when using it.
It has been one of the most pleasant experiences in terms of going live with a new partner. See, I've been in this business for almost 15 years now, and normally one were to do a bilateral tie-up with a counterparty on the other side, it could take you months. I mean, the legal agreements, time-consuming, talks between technology teams, coming to understanding and agreement. It can take ages, and at times it can be very, very frustrating. And as Gara rightly said, I think this was one of those integrations that perhaps was up and running in a span of about 1.5 months.
And again, they're talking about how large of an innovation this actually is. Ripple with XRP, I mean, this is... I really can't even put it into words because of how large of an innovation and revolution this is to the payment sector. We have been trying to describe this for months, for years, on just how large this is going to be. And I really do hope there's individuals out there that are catching on to just how large of an opportunity this is to be a part of this, journey, but also to be a part of this revolution, this historical moment in time, this It's seriously the greatest wealth transfer in history. And again, from Riz XRP, we do see over here, Ripple continues to build momentum in MENA with the first on-demand liquidity deployments in Middle East. Again, this happened a year ago, almost 1 full year ago, October 25th, 2021. This was a huge deployment. And again, I don't think that people realize that these like $78 billion in remittances could change the entire landscape for XRP. I mean, imagine if XRP was moving this amount of money every single year. That's a huge amount. It truly is a huge amount, especially when you look at some of the top tokens in the space and what their market cap is. And this is just one on-demand liquidity corridor. Just one. So if you actually think about it, like, there's a lot more corridors that could be opened within this. Remember that the MENA region is home to 2 of the top 3 remittance corridors in the world. The region is also undergoing a fast-moving shift to digital and boasts one of the world's most progressive financial regulatory environments. Again, this is a huge area for them. This is a massive opportunity, especially for on-demand liquidity. And it really is disrupting the core principle of the traditional systems. And they even mentioned down here that, again, people will also use on-demand liquidity to eliminate the need for the costly pre-funded accounts normally required in traditional cross-border payments. Like, this is disrupting the core process behind these major payments. This is why it's such a big opportunity. This is why I say it's the standard for this market. And also, just so that you guys know, shout out to Kennedy Petiso 1 over on Twitter. I hope that I'm saying that name right. We do see $74 billion in payment volume. Here you guys have XRP charts. It's the XRP ledger. And just look at that. $74.3 billion getting just swiftly moving over the XRP ledger. Like, this is absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. And again, you can see the trade volume. I mean, we haven't really looked at coin market cap in a while. We can go check it out real quick. I haven't, taken a close eye look on the trading volume here. So we are sitting at about $1.7 billion in trade volume, which is not bad at all. And again, most of this market is still kind of, down in the dumps. But, I do think that in the next major cycle, if utility does really kind of overshadow everything else in this space, then, a token like XRP has limitless potential. And I've always said that, especially with adoption. But if we're seeing $74, billion being moved over the XRP ledger like this, I mean, this is absolutely insane. I mean, and this is just the beginning of what's to come. I mean, once all these on-demand liquidity corridors fully go live, and we see them spark this major revolution, it's going to quickly evolve into one of the largest domino effects. And it's a domino effect that won't be billions of dollars. It could be upwards of tens of trillions of dollars. I mean, just $1 trillion being moved a year through XRP would be massive. Okay? So imagine if you have 1 trillion, 5 trillion, $10 trillion being moved over that, and that's a high possibility. You got to remember that the cross-border payment market right now is $156 trillion. So them disrupting just 10% of that market, just 1% of that market, would be life-changing for XRP holders out there. This is why I say that the next major steps around this market, if you are in this market for long enough, if you are a visionary, if you understand what's going to be happening, this is going to be the biggest deal in the history of the universe around technology. I mean, like, this is going to be the thing that takes everything by storm. Every major industry out there, every single trillion-dollar industry will be fully disrupted. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, turn notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As it's up to you all, have a beautiful day, beautiful night, wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.